Hey guys, I'm Dave, and I am a member of the Facebook group Ancient Amnesia, just like you. I've been a friend of the admin, Josh, for a long time. We get along great. We discuss a lot of this cool stuff, and that's where we got the inspiration for doing these podcasts. Josh is a health and fitness consultant, so he's also quite a healthy guy. He's got a lot of good information as far as that kind of stuff goes that he's going to share with you. Basically, it's one of the coolest Facebook pages out there because it's non-controversial. It's all about learning. It's all about education and learning about the fringe and learning about the commonplace stuff. And I think Josh has done a great job. He's got some more information for you on this as we go. So I want to introduce Josh to you. He's a really good guy, and I think you guys are going to like him. So, Josh, take it away.
Hey, guys. How's it going? I'm glad to finally get my face out there and let you guys know what I'm doing. Things are doing really well with the site. So what I've decided to do is expand it a little bit. And, a little bit about me. I started reading this stuff as a kid. My mom got me into this information really young. One of the things she did was give me books for Christmas, and she used to buy a lot of ancient encyclopedias for me, ancient material. And so I got really, really, really interested in this at a young age. So instead of having Marvel comics on the walls, I had Egyptian papyrus and Roman columns and, hieroglyphic papyrus and things. And it was just always been a fascinating thing for me to figure out, where we came from, why we're here, what happened in the past, how they lived, how they experienced life, and what was it like. I was always just dreaming about what was it like, back then in the ancient past. And as I got along, I realized how much we just did not know about our past. And so this stuff has carried through with me since childhood, and I'm just having a really good time expanding this. So that's a little bit about how that started and kind of where the inspiration came. It's probably my first passion. The health and fitness aspect of it, that's just another passion that grew out of my teenage years. And I've been pursuing that for quite some time, about 15 years. And, I run my own business there, and I help people start to clear the fog on nutrition science and health, and I consult them and I train them. And so that's always been good because I can really help people out. But that is definitely the second thing it's secondary to my main passion, which is understanding the world around me. So that's, in a nutshell, kind of who I am and where this stuff came from. So that's me.
Hey, I have to say that, your advice, Josh gave me some advice, you guys, when we were just discussing some of my dieting earlier this year, and I followed it. I used the smoothie recipes and everything, and I've lost almost 40 pounds. So, through the diet and through the, taking care of my body, and, I think I've become a little sharper. So I gotta thank him for that. So he's the real deal. He knows what he's doing. So, Josh, I was wondering, we know how much you love being here. But what gave you the idea for a Facebook page? And, out of all the things you could have done, a Facebook page, a lot of people might say, well, it's just a Facebook page, but you do it right. So what gave you the idea to do it and do it right?
Well, one of the things that I was doing is, obviously, since childhood, I've been reading this stuff, and the boom of the internet just kind of made everything expand in an exponential level. We got information from so many different sources. So many people were putting things online, and we were able to view them really quickly. And so data just started becoming very easily accessible. And so after, years of digging in the internet, and I started realizing, my gosh, I want a place to put this stuff. I don't want to just throw it away. It's digital. So it's not like books, right? You read articles that are very interesting, but they just kind of go away if you don't put them somewhere, and then you may never find them again. So what I wanted to do is kind of literally do a data dump of archaeological and interesting, insightful information that I was going through that I found interesting. And at the time, I was reading a Graham Hancock book, who's obviously a huge name in this field and has inspired many people like me to do these type of projects. And he's always had a saying that we are a species with amnesia. This is very, very true statement, and this rings true to everyone that's in this field. And so I kind of said to myself one night, I said, we have an ancient amnesia. We have a memory loss on a collective level and on multiple levels, and a lot of things have happened. And I think that the goal of the information that I was compiling was to kind of slowly put a puzzle piece together to help us understand where we are, where we're going, what's happening, and how to make sense of some of these things in the past that we've forgotten, and understand things, how it applies to today's world and the future. So that's where the name came from. It's been inspiring for me, because the more that I learn about this stuff, the more I realize I don't know. And I hope that people understand that there's no end to the sentence. This is going to be something that's a lifelong thing. We were never going to understand everything that's happened, but the best thing we can do is to share things with people and have them share things with us. And so that we can kind of finally start putting the pieces back together. So that was the vision in the initial stages of the project, was just to put all this stuff on. And right now I think I have about 9,000 articles over the course of 5 years that I've been putting stuff on that you can go back to and read. It's all there. And so that was my goal. So mission accomplished in that sense.
Yeah, I agree. I'd have to say one of the more, arguably one of the best Facebook pages there's ever really been, because of the format and the approachability. And, I've just watched the membership grow as I've been a member, and, people are chiming in now and commenting, and it's great. But, I'm sure you've got ideas for the future. So, beyond creating an awesome Facebook page, what are your plans for the project? How are we going to go forward here?
So one of the things that I was starting to think about as the project continued is that I really want to get involved. I want this to be a bigger thing. I want to have a more expansive place to put information. I want to be able to have a little bit more dialogue going on with people. And I also want to donate to charities. I want to be able to have some cool products and work with some artists and help promote their work that's very relative to the site, and just start providing a place for people to go that is unlimited in terms of the information they can find. One thing that's not happening online, or at least that I don't see, is that you don't have a place that's kind of correlating things. If you go to a mathematics and geometry page, you're going to find a lot of mathematics and geometry. What you're not going to find is the ancient sites that have that mathematics and geometry encoded in them. You're not going to find information on the philosophers that created the theories of mathematics and geometry. And so people kind of get this kind of very pinpointed view of what this stuff is. And some people that wouldn't be interested in mathematics and geometry, but interested in philosophy or interested in ancient civilizations, might be able to kind of understand, like, oh, wow, there's more mathematics and geometry involved in some of these passions that I'm into than I realize. So it's going to be a kind of site that kind of pulls things together and allows people to go to one spot and get a lot of different angles and views on a certain subject. So I wanted to create a place for people to do that. And also, if they decide they want to purchase books or purchase clothing or purchase some things that we were going to put on there, it's going to help donate to certain charities so they can help dig up the past and figure this stuff out and catalog this stuff and bring more things to light that we can talk about and that may expand our view of who we were and where we're going as well. So that's kind of the next phase of this project.
I got you. That's great. We're looking forward to the website. It's going to launch pretty soon, and you've been really working hard on it. You got a couple of people working with you on there, and it's going to be killer. It's going to have a lot of information. You did mention a charity, so I'd just kind of like to know, you're talking about charities. Do you have one specific charity that you're going to probably donate to, or have you made that decision yet?
Yeah, we've looked for a while. We've been working on this particular project for quite some time, and it's finally getting in its final stages. But at the early stages, when we were looking at charities, we wanted to find something that was pretty big, and we found that in North America, it's the only nonprofit archaeological charity that exists. It's huge. It's called the Archaeological Conservancy. And they have about 500 sites they're managing right now. They've been around since about 1980. They're growing. They're huge. They have a really fantastic Facebook page. You can go there. A lot of researchers are coming on, writing articles. A lot of archaeologists are affiliated with them. You can sign up for tours on their site. You can help donate. And they do a really good job. And one thing people need to understand about archaeology is it's not exactly as easy as getting a pickaxe and going and hitting the ground with it. Nowadays, we have to understand there's a lot of science that's involved. There's a lot of there's a lot of different professions that go into uncovering this stuff, and we have to do it very carefully or we're going to destroy things. So, you're going to have a lot of specialists out on the field. These guys get paid really good money, and they deserve to get paid good money. And so they need to be funded. And what's stopping a lot of our past from being uncovered is funding. And we're not going to be able to rely on bigger governmental structures and corporate structures to be able to do this. There's just not a interest in those particular angles, because to be honest, it's kind of more of a money dump. There's not money coming back to them from these projects. So we need to get on the ground. We need to help out. And me running the page and me getting more passionate about the stuff, I just wanted to bring this in as one of the main focuses of the site. I want people to have a good time. I want them to be educated, and I want them to be able to donate if they choose. If they want to buy stuff and they like it, great. Portion of those proceeds are going to go to helping these guys uncover the past. And so that's one of our main passions for this project, is to help these guys out. And eventually we hope to help people go on tours with them. We're going to be sending them money and building a rapport with them. And then we're going to hope to connect with them a little bit more, and hopefully, go on tours ourselves and hopefully send some people out. So that would be the end game for that particular project.
Oh, that's real cool. The Architectural Conservancy, or Archaeological Conservancy. Well, that would be a good one too. We like architecture as well. So, I was just thinking, some people, of course, they're timid about donating or buying stuff online. There's a lot of ways to get involved. This is a project. This has got a lot of different facets to it. Say someone wants to just kind of be low key and, maybe chip in and help out a little bit. What would your suggestion be as to how someone could get involved that wants to just kind of get involved in a sort of a low key way?
With charities, it's like anything. Anything helps. $5 helps. $10 helps. We're trying to give you an opportunity to actually get something out of it that you may enjoy. We have phased releases on certain products. Right now, we're just going to start with some basics, but we do have a lot of things coming. We will have a full library and bookstore on there. We're hoping to have some artists that are local that are making some really awesome handmade stuff that people will really like and really be interested in. You're helping the little guy, who's making the stuff, who has a passion as well. So you can either buy these products and you can help people out that way, or you can just donate direct to the site. You can go to Archaeological Conservancy. You can donate a little bit of money. You can set up on a monthly. They also give out newsletters if you sign up on a particular monthly. I don't think they really have a minimum, but they will kind of send you a quarterly newsletter to let you know what they're doing, what's going on. And that's something that, that's a way that you can get involved. That really helps, and it's really easy. It's not something that's going to take a lot of time or money from you. But what we hope to do with that is we want you to donate, but then we want you to get involved intellectually. Get on the site, communicate with people, talk about your passions. Let us know what you like. Let us know what you're thinking. We will listen to you. We're the type of community here at Ancient Amnesia that we really want to build this kind of a community and hopefully create some forums and get people talking about this stuff, because everyone's got some awesome information in their head, and we just want to kind of tap them on the shoulder and say, hey, what do you know about this? Because we can all learn from each other, and that's the whole point, is to bring everybody together so that we can kind of collectively understand what's going on and do something fun with it. So that's, don't be timid. Say something. Yeah. Comment, get involved. If you don't, you want to be in the dark, fine. If you want to donate, great. But hope you enjoy it, and we're trying to give you options so that you can just jump in and be comfortable with whatever level that you choose to get involved with. So
that's great, man. That's what I was thinking. There's a lot of people that would just, they're intelligent. They have a lot of great ideas, a lot of good theories. I've already met some people on the page that are, they come up with stuff, and I'm like, hey, whoa, tell me more about that. I've never heard about that. And, it's been pretty enlightening. So yeah, just, you don't have to buy a shirt. You don't have to do anything. If you want to be a part of this, just chip in with information, ask us some questions. Future podcasts, we're going to have to generate ideas for our podcasts, and why not center them on, the interests of the members, and then in the future, you were talking about maybe a forum on the website, a proper forum that we could really get deep into stuff and, really let people, expand and, introduce new things to us, at a much deeper level. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Whatever happens, it's going to be great because, you invited me here. We've been friends, and you said, hey, come on over and come on board and help me out. And, I'll help out the most I can, try to add intellectual input. And, maybe tell some jokes and make some fart sounds. I don't know. But, that's kind of the fun of it all. But, yeah, it's really cool, man. And I just wanted to, join you in this intro just to let people know that, this is for everybody. Josh has created something that does not leave anybody out. Everybody's invited. None of your opinions will be laughed at. Even if you want to say the earth is flat and we live on the back of a turtle, you know what, man? I've never been in space. I can't say we don't live on the back of a turtle. I'd feel real stupid, if one day I got on a rocket ride and flew up there and we live on the back of a turtle, you know, so yeah, everything goes, man. And it's that idea of amnesia, you know, it's been forgotten and nobody knows. So it has to be a way to remember it and bring it back. And we can only do that through the minds of other people that can get together with us and, you know, form a cohesive package. And I'm really looking forward. I'm honored that you invited me to help you out with this. And, you know, you got a couple other people you've invited, and I know they feel the same way. And it's a lot of fun, man. It's great to go online in the morning and see all the great posts and the really cool information that you share. And yeah, I think everybody should be really excited about this. And, well, you know, we're going to do these podcasts. So please, you guys, you know, private message us ideas, you know, post questions in the comments. Say, you know, gosh, you guys ought to do a podcast about this, you know, and that's how we're going to do stuff that keeps the members involved and keeps everybody happy and, you know, makes everybody want to come back, you know, because, you know, everybody's going to have a say, you know, and it's going to be really cool. So I'm looking forward to it, Josh. So it's really been cool finding out more information about, you know, everything you got planned. And I'm looking forward to everybody else enjoying it and becoming a part of the team. So, yeah, appreciate this video here. And I want to say that pretty much concludes this podcast, if I'm not mistaken. And, you know, this is the very first one. Someday we'll look back on this and go, oh, man, you know, look at that. You know, wow, we were newbies, you know, but, you know, we got the passion. Josh is definitely putting a lot of energy into this. And, you know, we all are benefiting from it. And so I'm really looking forward to being a part of it, as are a few other people that you guys are going to get to meet in future podcasts. So do you have any concluding words there, Josh, that you want to finish off with?
Yeah, I mean, everything you said was great, Dave, and I really appreciate you coming on board. You're a great writer. You've produced some good original content, and you're producing good stuff. And you know, it's about bringing people that have the passion together, and that's really what has inspired me. Is that the people that are on my page. The reason I'm continuing this is because it has been successful. That people are interested in this information. That people are sharing it. People are commenting. I'm not, you know, any special than anybody else. We're all here just to kind of learn. We're here to bring people together. If you have, you know, one positive thing about the Facebook page is that I can see what people are interested in, and I cue that stuff. I make sure that's the stuff we're talking about. If you guys have things, people have messaged me over the years and said, please cover Macedonia, you know, please cover this. And I do. I make sure that I go in there, I find some cool stuff. I tell them, share me what you think. And I read that stuff. And again, I'm getting educated because people are reaching out. And so I want to educate. I want people to educate me, and I want us to be able to come together and talk about it in a place that we all just feel great and have a good time doing it. So that's the passion of the project, comes from the people that are listening to this, people that are involved in the page. And so, you know, thank you for being with me for this amount of time. And, you know, let us know what interests you, because we will listen to that. And we promise to put that on shows and on the page so that, you know, we can really dig in and have some fun. So I thank everyone for being here, and I thank everyone for being a part of the page and helping me throughout the years. So thanks a lot, guys. I hope you enjoy what we're doing and what we're going to be moving forward with. So
that's awesome. Thank you. And, you know, I look forward to interacting with you guys, and, you know, this is going to be a lot of fun. So we'll see you at the next podcast.
Thanks, guys.